Katisha, are you listening to your spleen too? Girl, why? I am so mad at Katisha. Oh my God. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks. We are here today to talk Love is Blind UK Season 2, Episode 4. Yes, I said 4. Yes, I said 4. I know that the new episodes came out today, but I told y'all I was behind. It is again 5:30 in the morning. This this morning I got a late start, but I got to finish getting ready and get to work. So let's talk about this episode. Before we get started, if you guys are brand new to the channel or a review returning viewer, oh my God, a returning viewer that is not yet subscribed, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, y'all. We are still on the road to 45,000 subs. We getting close. We are getting close. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, thumbs up the video, and then leave your comments down below on episodes 1 through 4. As promised, 5 will be up tomorrow. Okay. So we start off with or we pick up with Fulio Patrick in his splenic intuition. And I'm like, I know this nigga is not about to break up with her. And my flabber was gasted right along with Anu because, oh my God. And I'm like, you know what, girl? You dodged the bullet. Don't you cry. Don't you cry. So she in there shaking like she need a cigarette. I said, Lord, I felt so bad for her because Weirdo smirks and then tells her that he's sorry for disappointing her and wasting her time. Nigga, you wasted my time. You wasted my time, Patrick. So it kind of, to me, it gave the vibe that he wanted her to beg him. Because, like, here's the thing. If there's no connection, the connection has fizzled, go say that and then get up and leave. But it was like he was delaying it. Like he wanted her to almost beg him. It's like he wanted her to beg him. I was so, the ick. Oh my God. I don't need to see him or them struggle twist at all the rest of the season. So then he was like, if I was in there, I would have put my arm around you. Did your spleen tell you to come on here with this bullshit? Because word on the curb, according to the streets, is that you left your pregnant baby mama to come be on the show, and she's exposing you for all your worth over on the TikTok. Okay? So he goes on back to the men's quarters and talk about she was expecting an engagement. And I was expecting you to not get on my nerves. But we all can have what we wanted. Jesus. So then we see Jed propose to Berta, and he is infatuated with her. And it's giving a little scary. Like, I want to say they're cute, but something about Jed, it's not curling all the way over for me, okay? So K-Dot and Megan meet, and you can tell that they like each other. Now, I'm going to be real. I didn't think K-Dot would like her for some reason. I don't know what it is because Megan is a pretty woman. But I don't know. Something told me that he was going to be like, oh. But he does like her. She linked in for the kiss, and he was like, oh my God, he's excited that she's a redhead, and they're smiling and touching. I did not like that she kept touching his face. Keep your hands off of grown people. Keep your hands off of anybody's face. Why y'all like to touch people on their face? You have dirty hands. Hands are dirty because you touch things. You know, we touch things. You've been touching your hair. You've been doing all of this. You're touching things. Why are you touching this man's face? You don't know him. So K-Dot was like, I'm going to get down on one knee, okay? Because I only wanted to get down on one knee in general. So I didn't do it in the pause. I'm going to do it now in front of you. And I said, ooh, pressure. Okay. So he gets on one knee, he proposes, and Megan said that she is on cloud 9. Shout out to the Temptations. So then we see Javin, who once again tells us that Katisha would have to propose to him. And it's something about the way that he is saying that that is really, really turning me off from jobbing. It is really, really giving me the vibe of, nigga, who the fuck are you? Like, it's like the way that he is saying it is so cringe. So Katisha and Damola, good gracious. She breaks up with Damola, and Jesus wept, and so did I. Because, girl, what are you doing? And I was with Damola. What happened? Because last night you said your decision would not change. She was like, we get along well, but the romantic connection just wasn't there. But I was ready to propose to you. But the connection just wasn't there. My spleen, like, that's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. So he was like, it's been nice knowing you, and I wish you best in the future. And I'd have wore her ass out and cussed her out, Damola, because she played with you. And it's sad because Katisha is clearly a woman that does not know her own worth. Lord, please don't let this level of low self-esteem, low self-worth, low self-awareness ever find me. Because we know that Katisha didn't know what to do with the fact that Damola liked her ass. The fact that he was not a fuck nigga. She didn't know what to do with that. She had on Jordan 4s. He had on Jordan 4s, the breads. I got a pair right there. Did you see? Did you see the shoes that Javin? Let me tuck in my inner sneakerhead, because I was not pleased with what Javin wore at their reveal. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. So Katisha goes in there with Javin, and he tells her, yo, I was ready to leave, but you the kind of person that I could see in my life for a long time. He manipulated her in their last conversation, and he's about to do it again now. But okay. So then Katisha, Lord have mercy, Katisha and her spleen were like, I would be willing to get on one knee. I said, Katisha, stand the fuck up. Girl, what? I am so disgusted with Katisha. I don't even know what to tell y'all. So then he's like, yeah, I told the guys, if you would propose, that's the only way that I would be willing to do this. And she takes it. She's okay with that. This man is telling you that if you wouldn't have said that you would propose to me, look, my guy today, okay? Katisha's toxic. She's toxic. That's what it is. So now he's like, okay, he's stumbling over his words. He can't even tell her how he feels because he don't like her like that. This was a game to Javin. He just wanted to win. He wanted to feel like he won against the good guy. He didn't want to be second best. And I am so sick and tired and sick of people coming on this show and saying, I don't want to be second best. There are 15 other bitches. There are 15 other women that are in this process with you. You are going to be somebody's second choice initially. Very far and few on this show do we see the very first people, the very first connection, the very first conversation. That's who y'all rock and roll with. Like, stop it. Stop it. So this is his proposal. I really want to marry you. Will you marry me? You haven't told her what you like about her. You haven't told her that you love her. You haven't told her how she makes you feel. You haven't told her a goddamn thing. But the fact that she said, hey, I'll marry you, and you beat the good guy, the genuine guy, the man that is over there with tears welling in his eyes. He gets back to the men's quarters, and he was like, yeah, I was going to go in there and break up with her, but she told me she would marry me. So, that's what it's given. Damola, being the stand-up guy that he is, walks over, hugs him, and it's like, come on, let's celebrate properly. And they go take shots. And I said, Damola, love will find you. Love will find you. Katisha goes over to the women's lounge. She's not even excited. Talking about, I don't want to celebrate because it would be, disrespectful. To who? To who? To the man that you fucked over because you don't understand what... Let's go. I got to get to work. I don't have time to read Katisha the way that I want to, but I feel like episode 5, I'm going to get in her ass. Just wait. Because I'm gonna make time for that one. So Jed and Berta meet, and again, it's very much given that he's like infatuated with her. They were whispering and talking all soft, and I love you. I love you. I said, okay, something telling me y'all gonna be fighting. So then we get Javin and Katisha meet, and it was low-key awkward. It was awkward. He thinks that she's pretty. She might think he's handsome. I didn't like his outfit at all. But they kiss, they touching and whatever, all that type of stuff. But it was awkward. It was tense to me at least. Okay. It could be because I'm Team Demola over here, but this did not look like a meetup of two people that were just burning for each other. It just didn't give that to me. So now we are headed to Cyprus, the island of love. We have our 5 couples to see if we can name them off the top of our head. We got Javin and Katisha. We have Barta and Jed. We got K-Dot and Megan. We have Ashley and Billy. And then we have Cal and Lady S. All right? So we're over in Cyprus. We get a lot of quick hit scenes of everybody, you know, they're in the pool and they're in bed and they're doing this, they're doing that. Cool. So let's talk Lady S and Cal. Because this was like, oh shit. One, his veneers are distracting. His teeth are way too white. I let it pass because I think Cal is a very, very handsome man. But this shade of white, it's given. Remember the episode of Friends when Ross got his teeth whitened? That's what it's given. And it's so distracting now that they are outside of the pods in like natural light. So they're hanging out by the pool. And Cal is like, I want to see Katisha. I want to see why she played Demola. Because she had Demola effed up. That's my guy. And I don't know why she was doing what she was doing. And we all want to know. I was like, you're too invested, Cal. You're too invested. And then Lady S was like, well, Katisha was very torn. Cal was like, no, we got to get to the bottom of this. You talking like you about to get in her face, Cal. That's how you talking. I did not like that at all. If you want to have a conversation with her to let her know how good of a dude Demola is, sure. But what you're not gonna do is run up on this lady because you don't know the conversations that like you weren't in this. Cal, don't piss me off. So Cal tells Lady S that she is not his usual type. He goes for the white British girls, blonde hair and light eyes. I said, I kind of feel like this. I hope this is not a repeat of Deep D and what was old boy's name? The one that was annoying. What was his name? Y'all know his name. Put it in the comments. But I hope Shake. I hope this is not a repeat of Shake and Deep D. I hope it's not because you know that this woman was Indian when you picked her. You knew that she was not blonde and blonde hair, blue eyes. You knew that, so don't do this. So Lady S is like, well, you're my type, you know. I typically go for, you know, the buff guys, gym guys, blah, blah, blah. So, like, she's happy. He keeps saying that she's beautiful, but something tells me that he's going to have a wandering eye right to a blonde. So then we get to Javin and Katisha, and she said that she doesn't, or he said that she doesn't feel like his fiance just yet, just a girlfriend, you know. I don't love her yet, but, you know, hey, it has potential to grow. So why did you propose? You just wanted to win. You knew that she. So the next morning, Javin and Katisha wake up and they're talking and they clearly had sex. And it was kind of the way that they were. I hate the way that they talk about it. And everybody in general, just on this show. So it's always like, we didn't sleep a lot last night. And I'm like, okay, y'all fucked. Okay, everybody's grown. As long as it was consensual with like, okay. So Javin and Katisha are talking, and he tells her that Demola was very confident about getting engaged to her. And I'm like, why are you bringing that up? Because again, it sounds like Javin just wanted to win against Damola. You didn't really want Katisha. You just didn't want to win, probably to the man that you thought was corny, the man that you thought was a simp. You probably felt that you were more manly than Damola. You thought that you was really that nigga, and how dare Damola beat you out. That's what it's giving. So Javin is like, the triangle was messy. Katisha was saying, I didn't see it as a triangle, baby. It was a triangle. It was a triangle. So we get to the meetup. It's time for the not a backyard boogie, but it's time for us to meet up, okay? So Lady S had that eye on Cal when he said, since he said he liked blondes, she had her eye on him. So she gave a mean side eye when he hugged Ashley. And then when Berta comes out, Cal is in his confessional talking about this would have been his type out in the wild. And Lady S is over to the side just, okay. So Ashley, Berta, and Katisha are talking to the side, and Ashley is saying how she slipped the L word out, and Billy said the same in person. Ashley and Billy are cute so far. So far, they had the whole conversation about how he shaved his legs and stuff like that. So they're cute so far. So Berta was like, I'm in love. And we both told each other, me and Jed. And then Takesha is sitting there looking stupid and was like, I don't know if I love Javin yet. So I haven't said it because saying that the L word is such a big deal. And like, I want to make sure that I say it in the right way and to the right person. And I'm trusting my spleen. Okay. I'm trusting my spleen with this. And I just, yeah. And I'm like, Katisha, you sound stupid, baby. You do. You sound stupid. You were just scared to be in a relationship with somebody that really was going to rock and roll for you like that. And I hate that for you. I do. Talk about she wants to be intentional with her words. Since when? You weren't intentional when you told Damola that he was yours, you were his, and nothing was going to change. You weren't intentional there, so don't pull that shit now. Now, Ashley, I'm on your side, okay? Katisha gets up because she's awkward, goes and stands by Javin, okay? So now Ashley and Berta are talking, and Ashley is like, don't you think it's weird that they... No. Ashley, I suggest you mind your business. I'm on your side, 1,000%. Mind your business. Don't go meddling, okay? So then Ashley starts talking about Lady S, and it's like, is anyone here your type outside of Cal? Girl, messy. Because I don't recall Ashley and Lady S talking in the pods like that. So like, what's tea? So Lady S is now in her head about Cal fancying the white women. Okay, I mean, girl, you know how men be. So Cal and Katisha, I did not like the scene. I didn't like it, but he goes over and pulls her to the side and was like, I was close to Damola, and we all thought it was going to be him. He thought it was going to be him. Katisha was like, yeah, I didn't take this lightly at all. I think you did. So Katisha kept saying, well, it's nothing against Damola. It's nothing against him. Nothing against him. Cal was like, yeah, because he didn't do nothing wrong. He never did anything wrong. So now Katisha is, don't make that face, girl. Like, here's the thing, Katisha, you made a decision, right? Stand in it. If you honestly and truly felt that your connection with Javin was better, was greater, was deeper, there was more romance there was more maybe sexual tension there, then you should be able to clearly articulate that to anybody that asks you why you picked Javin over Damola. But you can't do that. You freeze. You tense. You don't know what to do whenever that happens, and it's because you know that you messed up. You know that you messed up, right? So Katisha is like, well, I listened to my spleen, okay? And my connection with Javin was stronger. It just was. And I definitely made the right choice. I saw the previews for 5 through 8. You didn't make the right choice. You didn't. And that's on you, baby. You have to sit with that. You have to sit with that. We as people, we as women, you have to know that you are worthy of love. You have to be open to letting somebody love on you. Is the way that Demola was talking to her, could it be deemed as scary, I guess, to somebody that's not used to being in love like that? Could it be viewed as maybe he's love bombing you? Sure. Sure, I can see that. But at the end of the day, Demola seemed 1000% genuine. If that's just based on the conversations that we saw, and you liked him, but you rather play it safe and go with the same type of dude that you said has been screwing you over for the past X amount of years. You picked the man that couldn't even tell you or articulate to you what he liked about you. I guess. Let me know what you guys thought about episode 4. Okay, I haven't seen 5 through 8 yet. Subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.